Welcome back, everyone, to another Party Wagon podcast. We are on episode 6. There's only 2 of us here this week. It's just me and Steven. Welcome back, Steven.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We're kind of like the go-to guys because we're always available. His family, his kids go to bed early, so we can record this stuff. So hell yeah.
Yeah, sure.
We don't have like a really big agenda for today. I'm running on like just no sleep right now because I had to wake up super early today and I worked like 12 hours today. So I'm super tired. Steven asked me about what we're gonna do for a topic, and I just said, follow my lead. We're gonna complain because I really have nothing because there's not a lot going on. Steven has absolutely no idea what I'm gonna be bitching about today. But before I get into complaining, I wanted to cover a couple of things. As I said, Steven doesn't know shit about this. First thing, I have this on my lap because I want to show it off. Huge shout out to Jason Yang, the homie. He had these up for pre-order. There is just a nice print on like a solid board. I don't even know what it is. But work more or less on Instagram. I love this thing. This thing rules.
Yeah, that thing's awesome. It's a great phone.
Yeah, he did it. Like, these are not even photoshopped in. He used a piece of glass and reflected them off of the glass, and they just put the camera behind the glass. It's a cool effect. Super sick. So I wanted to show that off and thank him for sending that over. I did pay for it. He didn't get that for free, but I'm super hyped on that. And then anybody that's not in the group or missed a lot of the stuff going on last week with the Bull Airs situation, give a quick update on that. Steven knows a little bit about it, but you probably didn't see. Very good news. Very, very good news with Bull Airs. Had a meeting with Viacom this past week. I'm not going to release too much information, but there are some really good things coming out down the line. I'm literally legally can't say anything. But the good news is the Turtles will continue with Viacom being okay with some stuff. We're still working through the cracks. Working through the specifics. Working through the cracks. I'm tired. And I already speak like shit 90% of the time, too. My brain's over. My mouth is like way ahead of my brain.
Don't worry.
But we've got some cool things coming out. And I mean, Tom likes to tease things all the time. I have been designing a pair of Scratch, like slides, like slip-ons shoes. Scratch the Cat, and they're looking pretty awesome right now, so I can't wait to show those off to everybody. Once everything is cleared out, we can start selling them, so I'm really excited about that. But anybody that's keeping up with the Bull Airs situation, that's where we're at right now. Things are looking good, and make sure you go check out his Secret Sneaker Society Facebook page, where you'll be able to get like information and such. I think there's a promo code to save some money as well, so hey, might as well, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's definitely exciting. He does great work, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he releases next.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get one of those basketball jerseys. He's got the Donatello basketball jersey with a 23 on it. Those are super sick. So those will be around. So I can't wait to get one of those.
Same here.
So yeah. So I guess let's just start complaining. No, I don't want to do too much drama, but we don't really have a lot to talk about. Last week we reported on Haulathon, which was pretty cool. Huge shout out to everybody that was hitting me up about that throughout the week. I told Steven about it. Steven knew a little bit about it. One person was super mad at me for saying something, which was really annoying. Steven, did you read that in the group chat? I shared that whole thing. I'm not going to name any names.
No, what happened? I missed it.
So somebody had given me the information early, and they said, don't share it to anybody outside of our group chat. I said, yeah, sure. He gave me the dates, gave me the name. All right, cool. Like, I didn't. I told you guys, and then I said, don't tell anyone. Didn't I?
Yeah, exactly.
So no one said anything. And then a couple other people that I know that are representatives for NECA, they're third party. They don't work for NECA, but the representatives, they hit me up. They let me know the same information. I'm like, cool, thanks, appreciate it. I got a local person that I know that always lets me know when the stuff comes in. So I'm like, oh, cool. And then people started posting it in the Party Wagon. Yeah, like Thursday, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Thursday. So I had let the Mad Hatter know about it. He made a video about it, which is cool. We had to re-record Thursday's episode, so we ended up doing it on Friday when the news was already broke for 2 days. So we were playing catch-up. I wanted to be like the first one to do that. We posted the video, and then I got a nasty message in my inbox on like Sunday from that person, like just being a jerk, and then he left the group, and I'm like, what the hell? Like I knew it was coming. Like I'm not an idiot. I'm like, I know this person's gonna think that it was them that I was getting the information from, and I said I knew it was coming when they said it. And I was meant to get ahead of it. I was just busy this weekend, and that just really bothers me. Like, I mean, everybody's special to me. Like everybody's awesome, everybody's special, but like some people aren't that special. Like, I mean, you're not. Like, you're cool, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm sorry that happened that way, but like you're not that special to where like I was doing that to break trust with you. I know other people have broken trust in the community, and that really bothered me. Obviously, I go out of my way not to be like that. I know a lot of stuff. I know people that have.
You keep your word, so
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, Christ, I knew. What did I know about? Was it the Casey Jones Universal Monsters?
Yep.
I told you it. Only you. I was like, I told you in August. I said, so that I don't look like a fucking liar, this is what Casey Jones is going to be. I saw it because Randy had shown it to me, and I promised to keep a secret.
Well, yeah,
Did
exactly.
I? Like,
Kept your word.
I didn't say a thing.
You did exactly what you were asked not to do. You didn't spread it out.
Yeah, like I didn't say a damn thing. People were guessing. People were thinking, were talking about it in the groups and like making guesstimates, and I was like putting little eyeballs on it, like kind of making hints and like doing the little shush face, and that was just fun stuff.
Exactly.
I never spilled the beans, and I have other things. I have other things you don't know about. I'm just not I'm not gonna spill the beans. So.
You can just message me. So.
But sometimes you just gotta plant that seed so people know you're not a liar, and that's why I told you about it. But anyway, like, man, that just pissed me off so much, because it's like I don't want that person going around telling people that I can't keep secrets, because I've always been a big mouth, but with the turtles thing, I make sure I don't say shit because I don't want to get in trouble.
Right, you're a man in your word, and I get it, and people know that. He just has to blame somebody. So I bet he just was nervous, thought he was going to get in trouble, and that's why he said what he said and did what he did. So, but you can't please everybody, But yeah, I mean, if he actually paid attention in the group, he would have noticed that somebody else said it.
Yeah.
So now there's other groups now saying that certain dates when it's going to be released. Yeah, but we haven't said anything.
The dates came out. The dates came out Friday. Like Thursday, the event. People were like, "Oh, because I remember you talked about it. You're like, oh, because you had called it Target Con, and someone's like, yo, no, that's the Funko event," which it is. The Funko event's called Target Con. That starts next week, a week from today, I think it was.
I didn't even pay that. Okay.
Yeah, it's like February 16th or 17th. The Target Con's always Funko, but like, and you were talking to us about that, and I was like, no, and we all knew it was Haulathon, and that was it. Even the Mad Hatters thing said, he shared that thumbnail, and it said Funko Target Con. So
right,
like I didn't give him any information. I have this person shared the screenshot with me that said like Haulathon marketing, man. Like I saw it, but I mean it's out now, so I'm talking about it, but like we didn't bring that up. I didn't give any dates last week. I just kind of talked about it. We all knew it was coming because Rex 1 was supposed to be out in December. And what did they do last year? Remember last year when we were waiting on stuff for 2 months? We're like, where is everything? And then Haulathon dropped, everything showed up. Yeah, we had speculation because there was a lot of SKUs that we talked about that were like kind of coming down the line. They weren't confirmed. That's not all. Like, I think like the Casey Jones Universal Monsters. That's not going to be out. That's not Haulathon. That's just a SKU that came out. So there's your new information. That's not coming.
Okay.
That whole list ain't coming. When we were like, oh, get your wallets ready. Like I was.
Yeah. See, I'm upset about that. I wanted all that list.
Yeah. Well,
that's the thing with me because I have no patience. I hate waiting. And I want that list already. I mean, those items on the list.
Yeah. So if I was a betting man, and this is a betting man because I know what's out in the universe. The Chakahashi and was it Lotus? Rex 1, accessory pack. Rhino Man and Mighty Hog. Those are the superhero ones. Dirk Savage and Mona Lisa.
Okay, I'm hoping for that one.
I'm almost positive that's going to be in there. Almost positive. Black and White Usagi. Standard, $37, I think it was.
Okay.
And a possibility, only because I know they're out there. The rest of the Bebop and Rocksteady gang, the two packs.
Okay.
Jersey Red, and then whatever it was like Dopey, tall thug, short thug. You know those ones.
That's a heavy list. That's a heavy list. Now, do you think they're actually going to be released all on Haulathon?
I think that is the. I think that's what it's be. I think that's what's going to be Haulathon. If the gang 2-pack is not, I know we're going to get first to market Invisible Man Donnie, so that's going to be the one everybody goes for, guaranteed.
Right.
Everybody's going to want that. That's just. I can guarantee it because that's like everybody's. It's the final turtle, and everybody wants that. It's the best looking one.
That's what it's the best for last.
Yeah, it's a really good looking one. I can't wait to paint it. And then I think that's it for turtles, because like we gotta remember, NECA does other toys. Like the Haulathon isn't just turtles; they got other shit coming out.
Right.
So, yeah.
But here's the thing: if they release all that, what are they going to release the rest of the year? I mean, we know there's the sewer dios, right? Dioramas, and then there's a bunch of other stuff coming down the line.
Yeah, sewer dios I think will be in one of those April pre-order things that we get in maybe September to December, made to order. The van will not be. Van we're probably not going to see until San Diego Comic-Con or New York Toy Fair. I think that's pushed, because when we pre-ordered that, the idea was you pre-order, then it's a 9-month delay, and then you get the product. That's just how it is. It's been 9 months now, more than 9 months, because they put that up for pre-order, I think, before the Secret of the Use stuff. But they went back and they retooled it. So because everybody was complaining about the hump and all that. So they're retooling it, to my understanding. So they got to go back and redo it. It's not in production. So to my understanding, it's not in production yet, or maybe it's just going to starting on those. So if you're looking for that,
I'm going to go ahead and start complaining. I agree with you. They're retooling and everything. They're probably not going to keep their promise or their guess as Q1, but they should communicate that with the customers.
So one thing that I know from Trevor is Trevor is definitely a guy that does not like to say anything until it's ready. Like there's no preview, there's no communication, there's no like anything. He'll trickle little things here and there that kind of I think are like slips, and then we kind of have to build them together. Like we piece the stuff together. But Trevor doesn't like to release things. The reason I know that is I paid attention to his the way he talks and what things have happened, and then it was confirmed with me when he pulled that Casey Jones from San Diego Comic-Con from being shown, because he wasn't. From my understanding, he wasn't happy with it. It wasn't ready yet. So I think that's where we're at with that. You know, at the end of the day, we've already paid for it at this point. Like we paid for that damn thing. I'm not like in a rush to get it, because in my mind I feel like it's been so long that I'd have to pay for it again. So like like as weird as that sounds, like I feel like I have to drop another $250 for that fucking thing when I've already paid for it.
Yeah, I get it, but I don't know. Like I said, communication.
You just want your shit. I know you want your shit right away, and you want to know everything.
But just keep me updated. That's all I ask. You know, if it's going to be a year from now, fine. Tell me. Just keep me updated.
Yeah, if we could know, that'd be cool. Because I got to start making room on my shelf. So
you got a lot of shit there. So, yeah. But that's good shit though.
Yeah. So, yeah, we just talked about that was cool. Like, right, that was unexpected. We had our first instance of fat shaming in the group last night.
We did,
which is dumb. Would you oblivious to the group chat?
You know, yes, we did. We talk about a lot of shit. So
we'll be having so this is how Steven is in the group chat. You ready? So we'll be going in the group chat and we'll be like, oh man, you know, Nick, I'm so sorry that your mother, you know, fell down the stairs and broke both of her legs and she's in the ICU. And you know, we're here for you. Let's talk. There we go. And then Steven just comes in. Yo, guys, did you see that the sword shell turtle's on clearance right now at Walmart? And it's like completely tone deaf.
Yeah, and then Gary comes in and says, "Steven, read the room."
Steven, goddamn it! Like yesterday. All right. So after this call, I'm gonna show Steven how to do recording, just in case I gotta bail at some point, right? So I'm like, Steven, I'll be available at this time. He hits me up at fucking 3 hours early. He's like, yo, you ready? I'm like, and this is just our group. This is just our one-on-one. It's like, read the shit. And motherfucker's at the eye doctor.
Yeah, exactly. My eyes were blurry after those
Should have read that shit. You're at the eye doctor. What's the point of it? Now just busting your balls. So yeah, that's just funny stuff. Yeah, so we had our first situation of fat shaming in the group, and I was pissed, to say the least. Like, I went to bed pretty heated last night. A lot of times I let that stuff get to me, and then like I'll, and I get my anxiety goes, and like I get amped up and I get mad because we do our best to make sure that the group stays clean and healthy. And some dude was stoked that he got a hoodie in. It was a Leonardo hoodie, and he's a larger guy, right? Whatever.
That one, okay.
And he was wearing skinny jeans, and it was definitely, I think it was from a Mexican company, and the size was wrong. Not wrong, but it was smaller compared to what he bought. Like, he bought the size, and then it was just obviously smaller because the shit is different. I don't know, dude. And people were just like fucking fat shaming him for no reason. Dude was just stoked to show that he got this cool hoodie in.
Right. Exactly. Can't people be happy for what they have and show it off?
Yeah. So like, I'm literally just gonna say it. Like, people were giving him shit for wearing the skinny jeans, right? Like, for me, like 10 years ago, I was like, how could people wear skinny jeans? Now I can't look at myself with wearing anything that's not skinny jeans because, it's kind of, it's fashion at this point. I can understand people don't like stuff like that, but if you're still wearing like baggy blue jeans, man, it's fucking 2023. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, wear something that's more form fitting. They don't have to be skinny jeans or anything like that. They could just be normal pants that are form-fitting to your legs, that are casual. Skinny jeans are also like stretchy. These things fucking stretch. So like they allow all the movement. And I grew up wearing Jinkos, so I had pants this wide, and that was my thing. My thing was I was super super anal about my pants had to cover my shoes. Now it's the opposite, and I got big ass feet, so I kind of look like a goofball wearing skinny jeans with size 13s, but. We had dude was getting fat shamed for no fucking reason, and it pissed me off because, like, dude looked fine. Like, God forbid he's fashion. He's showing off some fashion. I wear black on black. I'm black on black all the time. Black shirt, black jeans, black socks, and then I got a bright ass Bull Air shirt or a hoodie or the jacket or something. And no reason. I'm not a small guy.
It is upsetting. People should not do that. I mean, if they don't have anything nice to say, they shouldn't say it.
It's fucking ridiculous. Like people are like that's the part that bothers me, right? Is that you don't really see that anymore on the internet. At least I don't. Like, I'm in a lot of communities. I'm on the internet a lot. You've got your normal like fucking yeehaws, going back and forth about NASCAR and politics on like news stuff. People that dropped out of third grade. It seems sometimes. And they're always running their mouth and just taking personal shots, but you don't really see people like fat shaming or like shaming people the way they look anymore. And then like that shit just happened last night, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, who does this? Like,
it's upsetting. 100% upsetting. Really is.
Apologies to the viewers. I'm taking some water because my throat is burning. I burned my tongue on broccoli last night, so my throat just. I got a fucking sizzling like hot plate at a noodle house, and ugh.
Excuses. Okay.
Really burnt my tongue. It feels like I got sandpaper across my tongue, so apologize for anybody else watching me drink some water. I did that on like our second stream, and April was like, "You shouldn't drink on stream." It's like, I'm parched. I'm talking.
I do it all the time. Well,
like, what the fuck? I'm doing it.
I guess April doesn't like me drinking on screen, but it is what it is.
God forbid. Not like the audio people can see me drinking a goddamn water. I got the sick ass glass too. Look at that.
It is a sick.
You probably can't even see it. I can't remember who did it, but someone in the community hit me up like, "Yo, I'm making these glasses." I'm like, "I'm in."
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad it came in one piece too.
You can see my face in it. Hold on, there's this. Ooh. So yeah, it's a pretty cool glass. In other news, you still got a fucking iPhone, Steven?
Of course. Love iPhone.
I pre-ordered the S23 Ultra. It'll be here on the 16th, I think.
I really thought you were a smart guy.
I am. That's why I got.
Yeah, right.
That's why I got an S23 Ultra.
Okay.
I watched a video review on it. So for those who don't know, I specifically buy my phones because I like the cameras. I like the camera functionality on it. I used to do it because I like the freedom. I like being able to like put emulators and shit and play anything on my phone and have the I put NFC readers on my phone so I can make NFC cards so you don't have to buy Amiibo and shit. But nothing, something you can't do. But yeah, I'm a camera guy. I do all my photos with a camera. Like I have like a super expensive like photo camera, and by me I mean April because she's a photographer, and I don't use it. I hate like taking photos, having to plug it into my computer, drag and drop the raw file, I hate it. So I just use my phone. And this new phone's got like a sick new camera setup. I watched a video on it the other day, and it beat Apple in like every category but two, I think. When it came to camera stuff. One of the two categories was the selfie video motion stabilization. Like, I don't fucking do that. So.
Okay. But again, it really depends who takes the photos and people who review them. So.
Yeah. So what do I have right now? I got a Note 20 Ultra. They've sunsetted the Note line, so I had to go with a Galaxy S model. I was gonna do like the Fold, but I gotta wait till August for the new one, and I'm not doing that. So,
I mean, if this other phone that you ordered is just as good, who cares?
Yeah, right. Well, the Fold like opens up and it's got a big ass screen, but
yeah,
when you got skinny jeans, you can't fit that shit in your pockets.
Yeah, well, that's all the benefit. Still, yeah, I don't know. I'll never be an Android person ever. So,
you say that?
No, never. I like everything to work.
Yeah,
I do shit all day at work. I just want to come home and just have things work.
You just want to come home and be restricted to using Safari?
I can download Chrome easily if I chose to.
Microsoft Edge, good sir.
Well, yeah, I do have to say Edge is getting better. It's not quite there yet, but it's in the race. It's in the running.
We call it what did we used to call it at work? Credge. We called it Credge because Credge was built on Chromium, which is what Chrome's built on, but Chrome has a shit ton of add-ons, and if you're on a computer, Chrome wrecks your machine. The fucking RAM usage on that is absurd.
Yeah, which takes
you're a tech guy. We're the tech guys of the whole group chat.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, we're the tech guys. So, it's like we got Steven, we got me, and then you got Pedro, who's just always on vacation. He's the car guy. You know, shout out to Pedro, who's in fucking Paris right now with his wife. He just hits us up. He's like, I'm going on vacation, guys. I'll be back later. It's like, just fucking flies to Paris.
Yeah.
What a son of a bitch. Yeah. So we're the tech guys.
Yeah. And sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's a headache.
Yeah, a lot of time it's a headache.
Yeah, most of the time. But
when you're in IT, it sucks. I'm not even IT. I'm in fucking education. So I make sure your kids got computers.
Yeah, right.
Stop all the fucking downloading. Can get that Minecraft going. Anything you've been heated about this week? Like, I've been bitching. I've had a bitching week.
Well, just still Haulathon, because honestly, I wish NECA wouldn't do that. I get their point, but it's just like, if you don't get even the good vendors that they come on the days they're supposed to and put them on the shelf, people go hunting for no reason. Yeah. It's just a show. And I love the fact that NECA used to do pre-orders and then ship it out within a week. Well, pre-sales or whatever they call it.
Well, last year they did that. Where that wasn't even with Haulathon, it was in general. I think it was post Haulathon, because I remember Wingnut and Screw Loose, and then the fucking Bull. Oh my god, Ground Chuck and Dirtbag.
Yes, and didn't they do that for Ace Duck too?
No, Ace Duck was a pre-order. That was an April pre-order that dropped in December, January. I just had all my memories on my Facebook telling me about them.
Oh, they did the frogs as a pre.
But yeah, I pre-ordered those two. Right, and then the next night I walked into Target and got them.
Yeah,
and I was like, shit. Well, I didn't pre-order. Like, you ordered them, they would ship them out like in a week. So I was like, I don't even care anymore. I'm not like, the pre-orders are cool. It's cool to lock them in, but like, even when you lock them in, I found Ace Duck in store before I got it my pre-ordering.
Yeah.
So,
and what I do, I hate to say this, is if I pre-order them and I find them in the store, I buy them in the store. And then I wait for my pre-order, and then whatever box is in better condition I keep, and then return the other one.
I always buy two
Yeah.
anyway. I open up one, display it, open up
Yeah.
another one, use it for moving it around and stuff. I remember. Oh, we'll bitch about this one. I went last year to find that stuff, and there's this local guy. He was on Instagram, and he ended up leaving, and I'll tell you why in a second. We I hate to get all political on this. I won't get in too far into it, but he was selling his Mirage 4 Bros, and then the Mirage, the other ones, the New York, these guys, these fuckers, the bad guys, Mirage bad guys, and he had them up on Mercari, and then he posted them on Instagram, and I was like, yeah, cool. I wish I could get those. They're awesome. And mind you, this was the kind of guy that didn't understand the pricing of things. He would always like max out the pricing of shit, right? And it was like, he's got $300 of products sitting there. He's going to list it for $1,200. Like, that's the kind of guy he was. He was really out of touch. And then I made a post, and I did photos of, like, winged on screw loose, and he hits me up and says, oh my God, where are those? How'd you find them? And this guy's, I think he lives like 45 minutes from me. So I don't think there's any Targets near him. And I was like, oh, I was able to find him. And he was like, hey, can you buy me a set of both the 8 figures? 4. I counted right the first time. And I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah. I literally went out and got him because he offered to trade me the New York Comic Con set, I believe. The four baddies. So I went and got him, messaged him, showed him photos of them, and then I can't remember if it was that night or the next day. He hit me back up. He goes, oh, I ended up selling them all online already. And I was like, oh, all right, man. I said, well, it's fine. Like, you can still get them at cost. I don't mind. I can ship them to you as well, so you don't have to meet up with me. And this dude doesn't have a job, by the way. He doesn't work, so according to him.
Okay.
So I said that to him. I didn't hear back from him for like a week, and I was like, hey, man, I hope all is well. I still got these sitting here for you. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry. I got COVID, and yada yada. And I was like, I mean, that's fine, man. Like, I understand. I still got your shit. Like, right. You want me to send these to you? It was the other way around. I was supposed to meet up with him, and that's why he didn't hit me up, because he had COVID. And I said, I'll just ship them to you. Like, it's fine. Okay. And then he just stopped talking to me. Like, he just deaded me. So I got stuck with these two 2-packs that I ended up selling at cost to someone in the group. And then for some reason he just started posting like tons of like Trump shit all over his face, his Instagram stuff, like all over. And he was like super Jesus loving, super gun toting, but like it's cool. Like your political people, however you like I'm an independent. I still voted, for Democrat, but like, I just couldn't do the whole Trump thing, right? But this dude was like in the fucking MAGA sauce, like QAnon. And then he was like posting people's responses. Jason Bob got into it with him, which is fucking awesome. And the dude quit Instagram because it was a leftist propaganda platform. Yeah. And now he has a YouTube channel. And it's like, oh my God, it's absurd. Yeah, wow. So the dude's just gone. And there's my long story about how I'm pissed off that this dude just like ran me through the shit. And it was like, all he had to do was just tell me no. Like, hey man, I changed my mind. All you have to do is tell me.
Right. Exactly. Maybe he was embarrassed and he just couldn't admit it. I don't know. People are people. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, that's what I honestly stopped buying stuff for people after that. That's, now that I think about it, I stopped buying things for people. And I mean, I think after that, I only bought stuff for Dustin when he was looking for the movie Turtles. But I don't buy shit for people anymore and like sell to them at cost. Because on top of that, then those bastards were paying me with like goods and services. Then I was getting hit with a fee, and then I'm gonna get taxed on at the end of the year. So like, I'm doing all these good deeds, and they're hitting me with goods and services. Like, I'm doing, what the fuck, man?
Refunded and asked for friends and family.
Yeah, like I don't ask for friends and family anymore. People want to do it, they do it. But I mean, I sold like $400 worth of stuff this week because I was buying some turtles. And I didn't even ask. Everybody sent me with friends and family. And I'm like, all right, like, I'm cool with that. Like,
right.
See,
there's whole disagreement and argument about friends and family versus gifts and services.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing with my opinion about this is, personally, I don't want to pay taxes on things. Who does? So that's why a lot of people ask for friends and family, and I get that. But if you don't check references and you don't do your homework, you're gonna get screwed.
Right.
You know?
Somebody hit me up today. Like, my DMs are open for the most part. For the most part, like, gotta be respectful. My DMs are open for the most part when it comes to like stuff like that. Some random guy hit me up today. I've never talked to him before. I didn't recognize him. Shout out to you for doing that, and I respect you doing that. Said, hey, I'm buying some stuff. Well, what do we do? What do you do? Like, he didn't know the best way to go about it. And I told him, I was like, if you've never dealt with them before, make sure you do goods and services. Like, man, just make sure you do that, and make sure you check references. What are you buying and who is it? And it was this gentleman, and the guy who he was buying from, you know the name, Reed Duchess in the group.
Yeah.
And I go, you're fine. I said, Reed is super active in the group. Reed's on a ton of stuff, and like, he's just always in the group doing things. If I still do friends and family right now, or no, sorry, goods and services right now, just be on the safe side, because you never know. Because if I say friends and family, that's going to come back to bite me in the ass, and if he screws them over. But yeah, I said, you do goods and services. I said, but you're good. Like, if you order something from him, I know you're going to be fine. And he was like super stoked on that, and people ever have a question about buyers or sellers, just hit me up. I'm always scrolling through shit. I know people's names. I know
Exactly. Hit me up too. I mean, we can check the activity of certain members in the group, or all the members in a group, how active they are, how engaged they are. So hit us up. Well, that's what we're here for. We want to help out.
Definitely, yeah. And I guess we'll do one last topic. We're at 30-ish minutes, and we're gonna try to keep it down a little low tonight, but we're talking. It's fine. Whatever. I haven't read this yet. Shame on me. It's still sitting right next to my desk. Maybe I'll read it tonight. I can't talk a lot about it because I don't know. But I found out there were 2 female turtles in the new turtle creation from Ben, which is cool. It's fine. People had a fucking meltdown in the group the other day.
Yeah.
On that clickbait. There was a clickbait article that I read. I still approved for some reason, and then people just lost their goddamn minds. Even though I made a comment on it, like, super open minded about it. What are you? I know you are opposite of me. You don't like my view on it. So what? Like, let's just start with your dumbass.
As I said in the group chat, I'm only a fan of the Mirage and the cartoon in the movie, meaning like the original '87 cartoon and the original movie. And if I had to stick another 2012 in there, I would. But I don't like change. I don't. It's nothing against the new Turtles, but I just don't like change.
You're a Bay film fan. I could see it.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm the opposite. Like, I'm cool with it. I think it's cool. My thing is that, like, there's 2 female turtles. That's fine. Gender doesn't bother me. I really don't care. I don't like the design of the big male turtle. I'm assuming it's male. I haven't read it yet. But the big buff turtle, which is always like the Raphael Brute style, that did a hot head or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of that shit. I mean, respect to Ben. Ben is an incredible person on top of what he does. But I am so tired of the big brute turtles. Like, I know it's crazy. Give them, like, they don't have to all be like the same size as you see in the movie or the cartoon. They don't have to be the exact same model. But, like, I'm just so tired of that big, like, tank. I just don't like that. I'm you guess you can say that's similar to the people that hate the do-rag look on Raphael, which is canon to, like, the old school of Mirage books. Like, that's how they had them in a lot of those books, which are homages. It's not, people look at it as some kind of, like, what's the word? Not gentrification, but, like, inclusivity with, like, the culture. And it's like, no, it's fucking homage to the old shit,
Yeah.
And when you see the people get mad about that, it's like, 2023, like, I know why you don't like it, and fucking grow up. Like, we're adults.
Yeah.
Be more open and accepting to that. But yeah, like, they look awesome. The new turtles are great. I love the 3 normal size ones, I guess you'll say. The models look great. I think they look awesome. I can't wait to see more of the story that comes from them. But, you got to accept, Steven, the turtles, they're dead. They're gone.
Yeah, well, I'll never accept that, ever.
They're officially dead.
No, I'll never accept that, ever. But I'm sorry. In my heart, they're never dead.
Mi-
Just
Mi-
like Superman.
Michael Bay tried to bury them by burying the franchise this past decade, but Kevin Eastman
Yeah.
officially buried him. Well,
Well, we'll see
Kevin
with
is
this
back.
new movie coming up to see how that's going to work out.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get news on that soon, which is cool. I think it's gonna be soon.
And
Um,
hopefully, groups will stop getting shut down then because of leaks.
yeah. So leaks that I saw earlier yesterday. Literally went to. I was walking to bed. I took a screenshot and I said, "Nobody approved this bullshit in our group." Was it last night or the night before? The night before. Last night was the fat shaming. I said, "You guys
Yeah.
watch this." The night before, I said, I screenshot it from a different group and before it got deleted. And I said, "Do not approve this in our group." And wouldn't you fucking believe that dude in our, because it's in a different group, the dude literally said, "When can like made a post in our group that I approved that said, when can we start posting leaks?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "When it's not a leak." Like,
Right. Exactly.
Paramount will shut that shit down immediately. Like, we're not doing that shit. And the photo that he shared was, in his words, something that was on Twitter. He said it was scheduled to be uploaded to Twitter, but accidentally scheduled too early. So it slipped. He took a screenshot of it before it was deleted, and then he shared it. And it was a picture of the April O'Neil that they're supposed to be doing. And I'm not going to show it. We're not doing any show and tell here. And she was a very large woman with like a fupa,
Yeah.
and I think she was she black? I can't remember.
I can't
Or was it just
remember
a
it.
sky? Oh, I've seen a colorized photo, and I think she had a color to her skin. I don't know if it would have been black or Hispanic or whatever. Um, but she was definitely not the April we know. She kind of looked like, and I'm being respectful. I'm really trying to be respectful because I'm okay. I'm all for creative freedom, and there's zero body shaming. She kind of looked like an overweight Miss Frizzle from the Magic School Bus that like
I've never seen it,
lived
but
in the
okay.
Bronx, like lived in New York City. Like that's the vibe I got from that look, and I don't like it. If that's it, um, that's really I don't like it. I'm hoping it's good.
Yeah. I I don't I can't remember exact. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like I said, I like the original. I don't like change. No matter if it didn't look identical to the cartoon April, I won't like it. No matter what.
Well,
So
2012 April was pretty fucking cool. She was a young girl. She was like in high school. She was a school student.
right, but again, every time something new of a turtle comes out, I hope and pray they come out with the original. I mean, look how many reboots are coming out that are doing well, and they use the original characters. That's what I'm looking for.
So I'll go on the books. I hate the cartoon April. I hate 87 April.
Really?
Love Renee. Renee
Well, yeah.
Jacobs awesome. I don't like the April. I don't like the way she is portrayed. Maybe it's just I'm older now. I liked it when I was a kid. I don't like it now. She was like a ditzy princess, always getting into trouble and having like I didn't like that. I don't like that. It's just me
Okay.
personally. And there's only one like real April. It's Judith Hogue. Like it's Judith. I don't. Paige is great. It's Judith. Judith is the only April in my books. When I think of April O'Neil, when I think of April O'Neil, anything, at any point, it's always the Judith Hogue interpretation, 1990. Every time,
Okay.
every single
Okay.
time. So
You're allowed to have your opinion.
yeah, so that's just how I am. Cartoons. I don't even remember. Now I remember the 2003 April. That was forgettable. So Nick's
I
gonna.
don't even know what she looks like,
Yeah,
but
Nick's
yeah,
gonna. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Forgettable. Nick's gonna kill me because that's his bread and butter.
exactly.
Just hit 20 years yesterday. Yesterday, 20-year anniversary. So hell yeah, and
And
happy
yeah.
anniversary to that shit.
Do you actually have their figures, the 2003 ones?
Yep, I've got them in a closet, like right
Yeah,
over.
I have. Yeah, same
You guys
here.
can't see it behind the camera. I pulled them out. I was looking for a whole bunch of. I was just looking through Playmates figures that I had the other day. I found a lot that I didn't know I had, like Dimwit Rocksteady, which is fucking cool. Um, just sitting in my goddamn in a box. So
Nice.
yeah.
You got to go through your stuff and see what you got.
I
All
got
of
I
it.
got I got some things. Yeah, because I bought. The reason I was going through it is because I got really lucky. I got the Mummy Raff, and then I got the Dracula Donnie from a local shop, and then the biggest of shout outs to the TMNT collector, Dave, sold me the Invisible Man Mikey from
Oh
the
yeah,
second series with only the front mask, which is fine. But it's not sun damaged. It's like clear. It's not yellow.
that's
So
awesome.
I'm hyped.
That's really awesome.
Super hyped. So
Really awesome.
yep. So now I just got to get a Leo. I think a gentleman named Cliff, who's in our group. Cliff is a big retro guy. He might sell me a Wolfman Leo. And then I think I might be good. I don't know if I'm going to go for the actual Mikey from that, which is like Frankenstein or some shit. I don't know if I'm going to care about that. As long as I got 4 Universal Monsters for now, I'll be fine.
There you go. There you go. Before I let you go, I want your opinion about something.
Oh,
And I'm torn. I'm really torn. It happened in one of the groups we admin, and I'm torn. So I want your input. And you kind of actually touched on this, talking about it. You were helping somebody, they screwed you over, and you said you decided not to help. Collectors helping collectors. What point do you or should people say, I want to start making profits and I don't want to start helping collectors? I mean, I think there's a fine line, right? It's like, oh, hey, you're going to go to the store, you know it's available. Do you ship it free of charge or do you make a little bit? And how much is that little bit? You know, we have a cap in our group because that's the right thing to do, in my opinion. We shouldn't.
25% over MSRP as
Right.
long as it's still in production. That's our rule.
Exactly.
Isn't a lot of money, to be honest. It's not a lot of money, but it's a profit.
It's a couple bucks for gas, and I'm good with that. But what fine line is there where you help collectors or you start making money? That's the last question. You can summarize it if you don't want to go into long detail, but I would like your input.
So with turtles, it's tough because you can only bank on FOMO, right? It's the only way you can do. You can only bank on FOMO. And I'm going to sound really bad on this one because people know me as the guy that helps the community, which I do. I would always help out as much as possible. But now that NECA's got their stuff out there, Playmates has got their stuff out there, and if you don't wait, you're going to be paying the extra money because look at it now. It's literally everywhere. You can order it online, you can order it in store, whatever. To answer your question, I don't think there is a fine line to making profit.
Okay.
A good profit. The 25% I think is respectful because that is still technically helping collectors, right? So there are people out there that sell stuff that don't have boxes, don't have bubble wrap, and they got to buy that. Bubble wrap's like $15 to $20,
Right.
That shit's it's expensive.
Right.
Boxes are $2-3 depending on how big the items are you're getting. People will say, well, you can just reuse the stuff that you've got. Yeah, that's what I do most of the time. Like, I just reuse the boxes that I get from like Amazon or Chewy or whatever the fuck I'm buying or what people send me.
Right.
The bubble wrap and stuff that comes with that. But there comes a point where you run out. I literally ran out and I had to go buy bubble wrap the other day. It was literally $15 for a roll this big. So
right. It's not going to get you far.
Yeah, really is not, because I sent a box to Randy at NECA. I used almost the whole roll because I sent him like 25 Black Series figures. I sent him a shit ton. Okay. But anyway, it goes quick. So I'm really trying to articulate the best way here because the reason I'm saying this is because my ass, and like I know Justin's gonna hate this if he hears it, but I've been open about this, right? When the Turbo Man figures came out at Walmart, everybody wanted them. Then they sat and went on clearance. No one gave a shit about them. But here's what I did. This is what I did, right? There were 4 on the shelf, and I bought 2.
Okay.
I bought one for a gentleman named Rick Montmini, I believe is how to pronounce his last name. Who's in our collectors groups. He's awesome. He's in League of Extraordinary Collectors. And I shit, and that was cost. Rick, my close friends always get cost, ship that to Maine. And then the other one, I flipped for whatever the going rate was on it, which wasn't a lot because I put it on eBay and I did it, right? So I did that, kind of felt like shit. And I think it was the last thing I ever did. But before that was the real one that I did. So when the pandemic was like at its peak, G.I. Joe Classified released these Cobra Commanders, I think, or some shit like that. And I'm driving to Target and Walmart's every day just because I go on my lunch break. I go after work. And I'm always looking for some turtles, something to fill the void if the turtles aren't out. And I found like these Cobra Commanders. It was like the second series or some shit like that. I don't remember, but they're $20 each, and they were selling for $120 on eBay because they're army builders. And April and I just got done remodeling our living room. We put a few $100 into it. And I was like, I know those go for a lot. And I'm like moral checking myself right now. I'm like, I'm not poor. I have a good job, but it feels good to like get some of that money back from that remodel. And I looked at April. I was like, should we do it? So there were 6 on the shelf. I bought 5. One went to a close friend that is a G.I. Joe collector. I used to work with at Microsoft. He does all G.I. Joe and sold $20. And then we listed the other ones on eBay for $90 a piece, which is undercutting $30. And they all sold within 10 minutes. Every single one of them. So nice. We made a $70 profit minus the cut and everything, and plus free shipping. Always free ship. You sell shit on eBay, free ship every time. Hook, line, and sinker, everybody. The moment you put fucking, goddamn plus shipping on there, people check out. They don't want to do the math. They see the first number. That's all they want to see. Right. So free shipping. That's your eBay rule. Only 2 things I ever flipped were that Turbo Man and those Cobra Commanders, or the Cobra whatever they were. And I will never do it again. Felt like shit. So to really hone in on your question, right? I think flipping is bullshit. I think buying stuff, sitting on it for profit is bullshit. That's why I'm very adamant about opening up toys. Because if you're buying it and keeping it sealed, I understand the idea of keeping it sealed because it's a beautiful package. It looks nice. But at that point, you are investing because you have a higher probability of selling that item in a few years. Because you'll look at it and you'll be like, if that shit goes for $500, your ass will sell that for $500 if you paid $50, and you will. It happens every time. And the reason I know that's true is look at the 1990 Star Wars figures.
I disagree. I do inbox because I have a fear of my display ones breaking, and I don't want to pay triple the cost.
Well, no, you do both. You do inbox and out of box. I'm saying people that specifically do inbox.
Oh, okay.
Like there are people that just have displays of boxes on their wall. You know what I mean? Sure. I keep the boxes. My finger ain't work. There you go. You got some boxes right there. I keep the boxes. They're downstairs in a bunch of trash bags because I don't have them anywhere yet because I moved 6 months ago, so I haven't taken them out. But what I end up doing is I give them to people that need them at this point that may have bought loose ones. Yeah. But history has shown that if you buy stuff and you keep it in the box, you have a higher tendency to sell it, and that's just how it is. And I call that instead of toy collecting, you're toy investing.
There's some people in the group that don't do that though.
No, it hasn't been long enough yet. That's why. They don't do it because
April O'Neil, for example, Casey Jones with 2-packs, right? Yeah, okay, those people get $150+, and I've seen some people in the group say, "Hey, I'm getting out of the collection just because I don't have the passion for it," and they sell it at retail.
Very rarely do they do that.
It's rare.
Very rarely do they do that. But those are people that have lost the passion. What I'm getting at, there's a lot of people that I see in the group that are always constantly selling. I'm not singling anybody out. But you can always see them selling shit all the time, even if it's for a little bit of a profit, right? And I know those people are buying things to resell. So they buy them, they sit on them, then they resell them when they're worth something. And a lot of times they're the one and the same when it comes to the person that likes to keep their stuff in a box and collecting. I think I like to think that as a safety net. Because at the end of the day, when you're buying it and you're putting it on the shelf sideways, you see half of like one character. You see the one character that's in that box. Like you get the joy that you have it, and you've got the joy of the hunt of locating it.
Right.
but you don't have the joy of
Displaying it, putting the
touching it.
weapons in
Like
their hands.
everybody's different, but like the people that won't open those don't understand the fun of just like taking something out and just giving it a cool pose. You know what I
Right.
mean? This is hella white on the screen. Holy shit.
Well, here's the question. Look on the wall next to you.
Yeah.
You got Splinter. You got all these others. You haven't opened those up. Granted, you probably have them open, display on your shelf, but you still have them up there. I guarantee you're probably not going to sell those.
So
Or
yeah,
maybe you will in 5 years.
yeah. So I'm not a seller. I don't sell my stuff usually unless I have like doubles and stuff. The reason these were purchased were because I have recently gotten to Playmates and I love the box art, and I personally do not wish to go and buy the originals at their high prices to admire the box art. More recently, I have been admiring art a lot more. I was never a print guy. I hated prints, but now I have prints all over my wall. And these are figures that I do already own. That you are correct. Like this is I have a set that's open. I have actually a vintage, and then I have the new repros with the beautiful art. And those ones, I specifically do this constantly while I'm working every day, because the feeling you get looking at a vintage art that brings you back to like walking through Walmart in the 80s and just pulling that shit off a shelf, like you can't beat it. And that's my personal opinion. I as someone who has sold this collection off multiple times, as I've done different collections of things in general, not just turtles. Futurama, Nintendo Amiibo, Nintendo stuff in general, McFarlane, Spawn. I've done so many different collections that I've just kind of decided that Turtles is it. I know I will not sell it.
Okay.
Even if the price is up there, I won't sell it. Like, it's just how it is.
Good. And I know you will. I was just asking.
I'm the Turtles guy. But yeah, I'll dethrone Dave, the TMNT collector, one of these days.
One day. Yeah, right. Good luck. He's got a lot.
I'll never get that far in the vintage. I can't do that. But well, our 30-minute episode turned into 52 minutes. Holy shit. This
I
is
do
what
have
happens.
to give a shout out because I didn't do this last time to the last toy store.
Oh, last toy store. We always put them in downstairs in the description. Yeah, we always hit that last toy store.
Great work. They have great customer service.
Yo, they're fucking blowing up.
I'm sorry?
They're blowing up, dude. Like
they are.
Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth better watch out. I'm not joking. That should them and Toy Stalker. Those two are blowing up. So
exactly. Hey, we got in early with the partnership with them, so they're not going anywhere.
I'm glad we partnered up with them. Like that's a good partner.
And they're always go the little extra mile for our members, and you know what? I know they're true to their word.
Yeah.
So
their shipping's fucking top. Their packing's fucking top. Like everything that they do is like top notch. If you're an inbox collector, if you're an inbox investor, dude, they're sick. Like I got like a 10 out of 10 Van Helsing Splinter from them.
Yeah.
I need to order more. I think I need to get another Casey, vintage, a Mirage Casey. I have a commission for someone that's in like fucking China that I got to do. So, gotta get me a Casey here soon.
Exactly. You know, when the Mezco were on pre-orders, they were the cheapest around. You know, $360 shipped.
Plus our discount, right? Discount worked on that?
Yeah, exactly.
Was it 10%? 15%?
It was 10%. So, exactly. You know, they're just great. Yeah. So, and I don't get paid by them. Gary doesn't get paid by them. So we're just trying to help out the members and just being honest.
Yeah, we make no money off anything, to be completely honest. I don't even make money off Bull Air stuff. That's 100% Tom. I'm just the mouth. I'm the one that does all the mouth, the talking, because he can't talk for shit. Look at how he spells things on the internet, and you'll know that why he doesn't talk. Love you, Tom.
Okay. I'll watch it. I'll make sure I look out for that now.
He spelled yesterday YESTURDAY, and I was laughing my ass off. And then earlier he made a run-on sentence, lowercase April, because he did a pair of Judith Hogue shoes for Judith Hogue, and spelled like I was like, come on, dude. I love him to death, but he's got to proofread.
Hey, he makes great products. He doesn't need to know how to spell.
That's what I told April. I said you can't be a great artist and know how to fucking spell at the same time. That's why I'm really good at spelling. I love English, the English language, but I'm mediocre at. I'm like at a 60% when it comes to my skills when it comes to drawing and art.
No, you're like 90%, but okay.
Maybe
we'll talk about that.
Maybe I'm
We'll
painting.
talk about that in a different episode.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll do an episode talking about customs at some point. And we'll get some more customizers in here. So, hell yeah. Anyway, 55 minutes. Fuck yeah, we did it. Thank you all for joining. We will have some new episodes coming up soon and do some stuff with some other podcasts and peoples and stuff like that. I got that coming up. So,
let's do it.
That'll be fun. Get that sticker out of here. You know what? I have this one. So, there's your sticker. Here's my sticker. Best Ash.
That's going to be an argument later. All right.
Shitty stickers. All right. Everyone, take care.
All right. See ya.